Hey there, chosen generation. It's Minister Ketsia here. Going to be talking to you guys today about our scripture. I'm going to be reading it from my Bible. I know we use our phones for everything, but I like my written word. So, our scripture today is coming from Psalms 141 and verse 2. And it says, "Let my prayers be set before thee as incense, and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice." Now, we learned just a little bit earlier what even happens in all of the temple worship and why they even talk about this evening sacrifice in this verse. But someone that we know very well in the scripture named David is who wrote this verse. And he actually wrote it because he was struggling. He was struggling to do things that he shouldn't have done. He was like struggling with temptation. He wanted to watch things he shouldn't have been watching. He wanted to go places he shouldn't have been going. He wanted to do things he already knew he shouldn't have been doing, but he still wanted to do it. And the reason why it was so beautiful and smelled so good to God, his prayers, is because instead of doing those things, he prayed and he worshiped and he went to God and he was asking for help. He was like, "Listen, Lord, I need help for you to keep me from the evil things that I want to do." Now, I didn't know this. I didn't know that our prayers and our worship have a smell to them, like have a scent, and that God could smell them. And so when I learned that, I was just like, "Jesus, what do my prayers smell like to you? Does it smell like flowers? Does it smell like, I don't know, some warm apple pie, bacon, or something, something that smells really good?" But God made everything. So I'm sure it smells like something we've probably never smelled before, but something that smells sweet to Him. And so I really love this verse because it shows us that even though we want to do things that we shouldn't be doing or go places that we shouldn't be going, that if we turn to God and pray, not only will He help us, but it smells sweet to God. The scripture says that he set his prayer forth as incense before God and the lifting up of his hands as the evening sacrifice. Now, what does this look like when you have your hands raised up? It looks like stop, you're under arrest, right? It looks like you're giving up. It looks like surrender. And that's what David was doing when he was praying. I know sometimes we see our parents in church or other people lifting up their hands, and we're just like, I don't even know what that means. But when he lifted up his hands, he was like, "Look, God, I want to use my hands to do things I shouldn't be doing. I want to go places I shouldn't be going, but I'm lifting them up to you so that you can see that I want to please you. So help me. Here are my hands. Here they are before I do anything I shouldn't be doing. Help me not to use these hands to do things that aren't pleasing to you." And God saw that as a sacrifice. And it is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice when you want to do something and instead to go to God and pray and ask him to help you, or give him your hands and surrender. But it's pleasing to God and it smells so sweet to him. So I want to encourage you guys this week, when you find yourself tempted to tell somebody off or be angry and stay angry, or fight with your siblings, or maybe just, I don't know, anything you may be struggling with, remember how sweet it smells to God that instead of doing what you want to do, you pray or you worship or you simply lift up your hands and say, "God, help me." And that's a prayer as well. And so I'm really excited to know that our prayers have a scent to them and that they smell sweet to God. And I want to smell good in the presence of God. And I hope you guys do too. I love you. And we'll see each other next week.